Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you to today's weekly outlook. And this session is powered by InvestLow, your gateway to trading. I am Yemi Olaleye. I'm a global financial market analyst. And for this week, for the month of October 14th to 18th, let's see what we have from the fundamental perspective in the market and what technical outlook looks like. Start from the fundamental from the first factory, focusing on the high impact news only, which are the red folders. On Monday, 14th of October, there is no single news on the red folder radar. And on Tuesday, the 15th, we have from Great Britain pounds to Canadian dollar to NZD, where NZD is coming up 10:45 p.m. Nigerian time with the CPI release quarter by quarter. And of course, Canadian dollar by 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, CPI monthly by monthly. And on Wednesday, we have Great Britain pounds CPI yearly by yearly, 7 a.m. Nigerian time. On Thursday, we have from Australian dollar to euro to USD and back to euro at 1:45 p.m. Nigerian time, which is the ECB press conference. There are lots of news coming up on Thursday, and we have to be very careful because these news are high impact news. And on Friday, the last trading day of the week, we have Great Britain pounds releasing the retail sales monthly by monthly by 7 a.m. Nigerian time. And quickly, let's step into the realm of the fundamentals and let's see how this transpose into technical opportunities for us in the market for that week. Starting with the DXY, we're going to run this from the monthly time frame to the 4-hour time frame, and let's see the opportunities we have in the market for this week. Starting with the DXY. From the look of this, we see that DXY is starting with a very bullish, massive bullish momentum for the month of October. And right now, it has filled almost all the gap between the month of July and month of September, which we have the month of August as the only imbalanced price range within those levels. And currently, the market has tried to fill that. And let's see what further thing we can have on that outlook on the weekly time frame for DXY. Previous week was a very massive bullish movement, and last week was a bit bullish, which ended as a bearish movement for DXY. And what does this mean? Most likely, we're still going to expect more of a buy in this outlook on DXY. We're still expecting more buy. And let's see the daily time frame. What does that tell us? On the daily, we have the DXY ended as a bearish candle on last trading day of the week, which was Friday, which was around this price level. Ideally, this is where we're expecting to see a return in this direction. This is where we're expecting to see something like this on DXY. All right. And with that, I can only wait for the market to do a little bit of clearing to this price level and expect more of buy within that price level. So this is for DXY on daily time frame outlook. On the 4-hour outlook, the information remains the same. I'm waiting for this level to be taken out with this. And I can, of course, as well, I can wait for this price. I can wait for this price market here before I can seek a buy opportunity on 4-hour time frame. This is the DXY 4-hour time frame. So this is my outlook on this. I'm expecting more bullish run on the DXY. All right. So I'll still be expecting that to get to this price level. As far as here. Okay. So this will be my outlook for DXY. Let's step into the Euro USD and let's see what we have there. On the monthly outlook for Euro US dollar. Monthly outlook for Euro USD. Okay. So the month of October has been bearish for Euro US dollar, and we can see the massive momentum on the candlestick right there. So how far do we have to wait for this sell to go before we start buying? Okay, so this is the monthly outlook, which means at the end of the day, this has been creating a series of higher highs and higher lows before now, and currently the month is looking so bearish, and we can be expecting more bearish movements in that regards. But let's further check it on the weekly time frame. Let's see what we have there. Okay, this was my last analysis sometimes in the week. Anticipating to see that buy from a level upcoming. Okay, so this is on the weekly time frame. And currently what you can see is that the market is showing more bearish movement. Last week ended with this candlestick right here, which means there's still much more momentum in the market for it to go down a little bit more. Or peradventure, we can see further insight on the lower time frame. So let's check the daily time frame to see that. On the daily time frame, I was expecting to see a reaction at this price range here. At this price range on the daily time frame, and which was where the market came on Friday, and it started showing that reaction. I'll be expecting a bit of buy into this price level. I'll be expecting a bit of buy into this price level here before the market will turn for a good sell again. So this is my expectation on Euro US dollar. This is on the daily time frame. Anyways, this is on the daily time frame. On 4-hour time frame, let's see what we have. On 4 hours, it's looking just like that. On 4 hours as well, that is the same level I was expecting the price to get from, and I'm expecting it to go bullish from that price level before it will give us a more sell opportunity within this price level. But then we have to embrace that retracement, a quality retracement into this price range before we're going to see that sell. So ideally, this remains a strong sell bias for me for this week. Okay, let's check the Great Britain Pound USD. Let's check the Great Britain Pound USD. Yeah, of course, this was my outlook as well during the course of the week where I was expecting to see the market buys from, and market went into that range, it started buying. But let's check this out from the monthly time frame so we can break it down simpler. This is a monthly time frame. It's been a bearish month, of course, for month of October on Great Britain Pound US dollar as well. And that means if we're going to expect more bullish run on DXY, that means we're expecting more bearish run on GU, EU, and AU, which is Great Britain Pound US dollar, Euro USD, and Australian dollar US dollar as well. So basically, this is a bearish candle here on the monthly time frame, meaning this momentum is very strong and we can expect more bearish movement in that market, of course. And let's go to a lower time frame to see where we are going to see an opportunity in the market. Let's go to the weekly time frame here. At the weekly time frame that you saw that the previous week was a massive bearish movement, and last week was also a bearish movement. And with this information, what does that look like in the market? Does it look like the market is going to be retraced anytime soon? So those are the things we'll be looking forward to see. Ideally, yes, we can wait for the market to do a bit of buy before it continues to sell on Great Britain Pounds US dollar. But how do we find out those levels? Let's check the daily time frame. On the daily, this is where we anticipated to see the buy from. This same price level here is where we anticipated to see the buy from, which means we're anticipating Great Britain Pounds US dollar to buy to a price level like this before it will now start selling again. So ideally, this is what we're expecting the buy to get to before further sell. Of course, this is the daily time frame on Great Britain Pounds US dollar. Let's see what we have on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, the information with the daily remains the same, because right here we've seen that over time the market has been creating lower highs and lower lows over time on Great Britain Pound US dollar, creating this channel. And liquidity channel is built up gradually into a price range like this, where liquidity has been grabbed before now. And of course, I'll be expecting the market to just take a leap out of this price range and fill this imbalance above here and go to a distribution price level like this before I can have more sell opportunities. So basically, this is what I'll be expecting in the market for that month. And of course, if you look at this from a perspective, you see that this is more or less like a build-up or an imagined head and shoulder formation pattern somehow, right? But then we're going to follow what the chart is saying and not what we think the chart is about to do. All right, this is the 4 hours time frame on Great Britain Pound USD. Quickly, we move to the AUD USD, starting from the monthly time frame. Okay, so the last analysis we had there, I think that it played out last week, expecting AUD to react in a particular way. So on the monthly of AUD USD, what you can see is it's currently a bearish movement and it is also massive. So let's further see more insight on that on the weekly time frame. The previous week that we had was a bearish candle which engulfed the week before it as a bearish engulfing candle right there. So last week happens to be a bearish candle which was seen ahead of time that we're expecting the market to sell into this price range before we experience a buy. That happened on the weekly as well. But let's go to a lower time frame to further see the details of what happened and what we're expecting to see this week. So last week we expected the market to move into this price range here. Can you see this candle that served as a reference point? The market moved into it before we expect a buy. The market did just that, and that level was fully institutionalized. If you can see it followed the institutional order flow right there, and that has done more than 50 pips in the bullish direction. That is according to our anticipation, of course, on AUD US dollar daily time frame. So what are we looking at for this week? Of course, we'll be waiting for the market to do a bit of buy to a price level like this. We're expecting the market to do a bit of buy to a price level like this, for this week before we have a sell. Continuation. So ideally, this is still going to be of a buy bias before we jump in for a sell opportunity in this market. So ideally, this has about 100 and let me check. This is about 70 pips on average into the bullish direction before I will jump in for a sell on the daily time frame. And of course, in course of the week, if there's any change in direction of the market, I'm going to upload that definitely. And what you can see on the 4-hour time frame is still the same, just that we can even have it more refined on the 4-hour time frame. But this is the extreme. This level right here would have been the first point of interest for me, but it's better for me to be on the extreme. But depends on the time frame you are checking out on the kind of trader you have will determine where you're entering from. So this right there is on the 4-hour time frame, and you can make it extreme as a point of interest too, right here, as where you'll be entering a sell from. So that is on AUD USD. And let's quickly check what we have on USD CAD. On monthly time frame for USD CAD, monthly time frame USD CAD. All right, so this has been bullish all through. September was a doji, ended as a bullish though. October ended as a bullish, and of course we expected it to buy this much, and at the same time it's not buy forever, so we expect more opportunity for a sell movement right there. So we go to the weekly time frame, and if you can see the announcement we had last week, it played out even more than what we expected. We expected the market to come to this price range before it started buying, and what we expected to take from the market was about 100 pips on average. And what you can see is the market did about 206 pips for the last week. So the outlook still went well. And what I'm seeing right here is this level that you see has also been institutionalized somehow. If you check this, because there is an imbalance right there. This is not the kind of common one, but then that is exactly what the market still did. So it moved gradually into this price range for the last week and immediately filled this level. It started retracing. So which means with this, we can be expecting more sell in this market before we have more buy. Then how does that work? Let's go to the daily time frame to further see. This remains a very bullish momentum from what is on the chart right now. And from this angle, let me take out what we have here before now. So from this perspective, it only means that we can be waiting for the market to do a little bit of retracement. And this retracement is expected to move in this direction. Expected to move in this direction a little bit before it keeps on buying. The buying is expected to take out this high right here. That is about how many pips to the current market price. I'm coming. I want to check how many pips to the current market price. That's about 170 pips to the current market price. So basically, I'll be waiting for the market to come to a price level like this. Coming to a price level like this before the market will start buying again. So I'll be expecting a little bit of sell, which we do about 59 to 60 pips on average before the market starts buying. This is on the daily time frame for USD CAD. On the 4-hour time frame, let's further see what we have there. On the 4-hour time frame, this is the bigger picture. If you see the W, you know that this is an explosive swing rather, and this impulse was very massive right there, and you expect the market to do the same. All right, from a perspective, you may be thinking that market will come back to this price level. I do not think so, but then you may be right, and we can always wait for the market to react in such a way. This may be your outlook, but that is not mine. This is what my outlooks look like on this USD CAD. And average of the market goes lower to this price level, which you will call your neckline. It's still okay. The idea is to understand where we're expecting the market to react and how we can take the best position in that movement. So that is on USD CAD. And let's check quickly what we have on the gold. Gold has been a bullish market. On the monthly time frame, let's quickly check what that looks like. I was anticipating last week that it was going to break its own record, which was the all-time high. So this month it has started again for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months or 9. Gold has been on a massive bullish momentum. And what you can see here is it has broken through this price level and it's not looking like it's coming back now, because right here it's about how many pips? This is about more than 5,000 pips away from that price range, and it's been on a bullish market. So let's check what we have on the monthly time frame, since we know that this is a bullish momentum on the monthly time frame. So what do we have on the weekly? So on the weekly, we had the opportunity to see the previous week ended as a doji. The last week ended as at first it swept through the previous lows as anticipated, but ended as a bit of a dragonfly around that price level. But then it shows more rejection to the downside, and with this it's showing a little bit of exhaustion, of course, to the upside as well. So what can we be expecting for this week? We can be expecting more bearish movements into this direction for this month, for this week on gold. I can be expecting gold to come to a price range like this. I can be expecting gold to come to a price range like this. The average of this movement cut threshold is where I may be expecting the market to come to. So which means gold will do about 1,000 pips to this price range for this week. Most likely it may and it may not, but this will be a place I'll be looking forward to see more buy opportunity in this market. And that will be my second area of interest. Of course, before there, do we have any price level? Yes, we have. This is it here, but this level was invalidated on that same Friday, that same last week. The price have moved into this price level before it started this buy. So let's further see if we have more insightful opportunity on this time, on this gold US dollar on the daily time frame for this week. Of course, we can be looking forward to a price range like this, where we have this opportunity in the market. This looks more like what we should be expecting in the market for this week. This is here. expecting gold to do a little bit of sell, which is more than a little bit anyways, about 800 pips into this price range before we expect more buy. And this is what I'll be expecting on gold for this week. On 4-hour time frame outlook, let's see the information we have. That remains the same. You see, it's been a very massive bullish momentum all along. And what you have here is more of still bullish momentum. So right here, the market is creating liquidity there, which is the trend line liquidity over time. As you can see, I'm trying to do something. All right, as you can see, it's creating lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows right there. Can you see? It's creating lower highs and lower lows. So all we can do at best is to wait for where the market becomes a discounted price level before we buy. And of course, this level has been invalidated a little bit, but then I'll be expecting the market to find an opportunity for a buy. All right, this is the outlook on the technicals for the crypto pound US dollar, DXY, USD, Australian USD, USD CAD, and gold for this week. I hope you trade proper risk management and do have a wonderful week ahead of you. Bye for now.